Ruben Amorim appears to confirm Manchester United staff as 5 coaches join him on flight. Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Ruben Amorim is on his way to Manchester and he is set to confirm the makeup of his coaching staff at Man United later today. Ruben Amorim has boarded a private flight bound for Manchester Airport as he prepares to take over at Old Trafford. In the process, he has appeared to confirm a large portion of his backroom staff. Amarim boarded a private jet at Bayer International Airport just before 11 a.m. on Monday, and Portuguese TV crews captured his arrival. The plane is due to land in Manchester at around 1:45 p.m. The 39-year-old was joined on the flight by Carlos Fernandes, Adélio Candido, Paulo Barreira, Emmanuel Ferro, and Jorge Vital. After negotiations with Sporting for their release, all 5 are expected to join Amorim's backroom staff at United. Fernandes, Candido and Ferro are part of Amorim's first-team coaching setup, while Vital is his goalkeeping coach. Barreira is a sporting scientist. There was also speculation that Amorim wanted to bring fitness coach Goncalo Alvaro with him, although he wasn't spotted boarding the flight. Fernandes is Amorim's right-hand man, and he confirmed his own exit from Sporting with an Instagram post on Sunday night after they had come from behind to beat Braga 4-2. "So many moments that I will cherish forever," he wrote alongside a selection of pictures from his 4 years at the club. "There is no other feeling other than eternal gratitude towards those who helped us create something so special, players for whom there are no words, colleagues who became friends and everyone who always supported us. Thank you very much." The presence of 3 senior coaches could be bad news for Ruud van Nistelrooy, who was one of Erik ten Hag's assistants and took charge of first-team affairs for 4 games, overseeing 3 wins and a draw. Amarim and Van Nistelrooy are set to hold face-to-face talks at Carrington later today, and while Amarim praised the club's former striker on Sunday night, he stopped short of confirming he would stay on and appeared to hint that an exit was most likely. About a legend of the club, "He did a great job. I have to talk with him, then I will explain everything," he said. Legend of the club, Ruben Amorim hints at decision on Ruud van Nistelrooy at Manchester United. Ruben Amorim will arrive at Man United on Monday and a decision on Ruud van Nistelrooy is set to be made. Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim will hold talks about Ruud van Nistelrooy's future on Monday. Amorim managed his final game in charge of Sporting Lisbon on Sunday night and secured a dramatic 4-2 win against Braga on the road after being 2-0 down by half-time. The 39-year-old was mobbed by his players at the final whistle and will arrive in Manchester on Monday, meaning he will oversee his first United match against Ipswich Town. Sporting's players said goodbye to Amorim after their Braga victory. Amorim led Sporting to their first league title in 19 years during his first full season at the José Alvalade Stadium, and United believe they have appointed one of the finest coaching prospects in Europe. The excitement is building for Amorim's reign at Old Trafford, but his imminent arrival could mean Van Nistelrooy, who managed 4 games as interim manager, leaves the club. Although Van Nistelrooy has confirmed he would like to see out his 2-year contract as United assistant manager, Amorim is bringing his own coaches to Carrington from Sporting. After the Braga win, Amorim was asked about Van Nistelrooy at his final Sporting press conference and said, "About a legend of the club. He did a great job. I have to talk with him tomorrow. Then I will explain everything. I am very clear and I will tell you like it is. Let's wait until tomorrow." He also discussed his style of play and suggested he would play his 3-4-3 formation from the start. "I know how I am going to play in the beginning because you have to start with a structure that you know," he said. "Then you will adapt with the players that you have, some injuries, or no injuries, what kind of players have the abilities to defend, attack. I will discover that in the next few weeks. We don't have a lot of time to train, so I have to show something that I know very well. You can take whatever you want from that." Carlos Fernandes, 29, and Adélio Candido, 28, followed Amorim from Braga to Sporting in 2020, and they have been crucial in his success at the José Alvalade Stadium, while Amorim has also previously said if he becomes Bobby Robson then Fernandes is his José Mourinho. There is currently uncertainty around Van Nistelrooy, René Haak and Andreas Jorgensen. Sporting announce Ruben Amorim replacement as Man United move forces bold decision. Sporting Lisbon have finally announced their replacement for departing head coach Ruben Amorim, who has left the Portuguese Giants to take charge of Manchester United. Sporting Lisbon have appointed B-team head coach João Pereira as Ruben Amorim's replacement for the senior side. Amorim has left the Portuguese giants to take over as Manchester United boss. His last game came on Sunday evening as Sporting came from 2 goals down to beat Braga 4-2. The 39-year-old is hoping to bring much of his coaching staff with him to Old Trafford. As a result, Sporting have been forced into a bold move, with Pereira stepping up from the B team. Pereira spent 3 separate spells at Sporting as a player, as well as representing Portugal at Euro 2012 and the 2014 World Cup. The former right-back moved into coaching after his retirement and has most recently been leading Sporting's B team. It has also been confirmed that Carlos Fernandes, Adalio Candido, Emmanuel Ferro, Jorge Vital and Carlos Barrera will also join Amorim's staff at United. Pereira will instead be supported by Thiago Teixeira, Antonio Calca e Pina and Jose Caldera. Sporting are looking to win back-to-back Portuguese league titles for the first time since 1954. Amorim leaves with the club having won all 11 of their opening league matches. After the win over Braga, Amorim made it clear he would be fully supporting his replacement. And he backed the new Sporting boss to continue to bring success to the club. "I'm going to support him, there will be a coach, a structure. The truth is that from tomorrow I'll be the same, but with a different shirt. Focused on my work, creating a relationship with the new players, because that's how I work," he said. "I just support and believe in the new coach and that they'll be at Marques, especially because I'm also a champion. I am so confident that he will add new things that a coach who has been here for 5 years has not been able to see. A coach sells an idea, he will not sell someone else's. I am confident, because he is competent, but he may not be so lucky. Sometimes it is good to have a new person looking at the team and understanding what they can and cannot do. He is very intelligent." Fernandes, who will become Amorim's assistant at United, confirmed his exit from Sporting on Monday morning. He paid tribute to the club and the players for their work during Amorim's reign. Manchester United, Chelsea and Tottenham hold talks to sign free agent in 2025, with Newcastle also keen. Some of Europe's best players become free agents in 2025, with Manchester United and Tottenham among a number of Premier League clubs who could sign one of them. The likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Leroy Sane, Mohamed Salah, Joshua Kimmich, Virgil van Dijk, Heung-min Son and Kevin De Bruyne see their respective contracts expire in the summer. In these situations, players can sign pre-contract agreements with other clubs in the January transfer window 6 months before the deals expire. Now, sources inform TBR Football that Manchester United and Tottenham, along with Chelsea, are involved in discussions to sign Jonathan Tah on a free transfer in 2025. Manchester United, Tottenham and Chelsea hold Jonathan Tah talks. TBR Football understand Tah could make a move to the Premier League in the summer of 2025, with Manchester United, Tottenham and Chelsea believed to have spoken to the German's representatives. The Bayer Leverkusen number 4 is hot property after starring under Xabi Alonso in the 2023-24 campaign, making 48 appearances and scoring 6 goals as the German side almost won an unbeaten treble, eventually securing a Bundesliga and DFB Pokal double following defeat to Atalanta in the UEFA Europa League final. Tah was also first choice for Germany at UEFA Euro 2024 during the summer, helping his country reach the quarter-finals stage where Spain triumphed in extra time. Sources have also told TBR Football that Aston Villa and Newcastle want to sign the 28-year-old, who is open to a move to England, although the 5 Premier League clubs showing an interest face serious competition across Europe. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Juventus and Inter Milan are also keen to sign Tah, who is a rapid defender, while clubs in the Saudi Pro League are interested too. However, TBR Football understand the man born in Hamburg would prefer to continue playing his football in Europe, what Jonathan Tah has already said about leaving Bayer Leverkusen. By the sounds of it, there's no chance of Tah signing a new contract with Bayer Leverkusen, as he shared a very clear message on his future in September. The Germany international said, "I'm not going to sign a new deal at Bayer Leverkusen. My decision is made. I will give my best until the end here and then we will see about my future club, but my decision is to go and try different experience." Newcastle United officially complete. There was a new face spotted in Newcastle United's celebratory dressing room photo at Nottingham Forest. As first reported by Mail Sport last month, Luke Dixon had been placed on gardening leave by Manchester United after agreeing to join the Magpies as a senior analyst. Dixon, who spent 5 years at Old Trafford as an academy analyst, confirmed on LinkedIn he was preparing to pursue a new opportunity. He said, "After 5 unbelievable years at Manchester United, I have decided to leave the club to pursue a new opportunity. It has been an unforgettable period of time, with some of the best experiences of my life whilst getting to work with elite-level practitioners on a day-to-day basis. There are too many people to mention, but I cannot thank everyone enough." Manchester United swoop, spotted at Nottingham Forest. Dixon officially got to work at Newcastle this month, and he was with the team for their 3-1 victory at the City Ground on Sunday afternoon. In the dressing photo posted on the Magpies' socials after the game, Dixon is positioned in the top right corner. Dixon will be pleased to finally get started at St James Park. He informed Man United earlier this year of his intention to join Newcastle, but was told he must see out a contractual period of gardening leave. And there are people inside Newcastle who believe the Red Devils were playing tit for tat following the Dan Ashworth saga. Just 20 months after joining from Brighton and Hove Albion, Ashworth was placed on gardening leave in February this year following an approach from the Red Devils. It took 5 months for the two clubs to agree a compensation package. During that period, Man United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe described the situation as silly and absurd. Ashworth was able to oversee Man United's summer transfer window before being involved in the decision to sack manager Erik ten Hag and replace him with Sporting Lisbon's Ruben Amorim. Man United now well placed to make £60 million January signing as Ineos make transfer approach. Man United are well placed to make a big signing in the January transfer window despite profit and sustainability (PSR) concerns, according to former Man City financial advisor Stefan Borson. The Red Devils made 5 signings in the summer transfer market to help Erik ten Hag build a team for this season, but many of the new additions have failed to impress. Joshua Zirkzee, Noussair Mazraoui, Lenny Yoro, Manuel Ugarte and Matthijs de Ligt all joined as Man United balanced the books with the sales of Scott McTominay, Mason Greenwood, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Willy Kambwala and others. There were claims the cost of sacking ten Hag and replacing him with Ruben Amorim, which will impact PSG, will cost around £37.5 million, but former Everton CEO Keith Wyness insists the true figure could reach between £50 million and £60 million. Wyness told Football Insider, "You've got to look at this on a much bigger scale. There will be several backroom staff who will also need paying off as well. Apparently Amorim is bringing in 5 staff members. There will be some players ten Hag bought that Amorim won't want. There will be a loss to take to get rid of those as well. There's the backroom staff at Sporting who need to be paid off to come over too. I think it could be £50 minus £60 million by the time you take in everything that needs to be done to set Amorim up. It all comes back to the decision they made in the summer to keep ten Hag on. Despite fears that Man United will now be unable to provide Amorim with any new players in January, football finance expert Borson insists it's possible they will be able to finance a deal as big as £60 million. Borson told Football Insider, "You don't need that much space to be able to do a deal in January, almost for any player. For the sake of discussion, if you think about signing a £60 million player on a 5-year contract, that would have a £12 million a year amortization impact, plus the wages. But if it's only for 6 months of a financial year and you buy them on the 1st of January, you are only going to have 6 months of his costs in the financial year that runs until the 30th of June. All of a sudden, the £12 million of amortization costs becomes £6 million and the wages are only half of his annual wage, so it probably wouldn't cost much more on the profit and loss for a £60 million player than £10 million all in during this current financial year." Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe please.